Alright guys, I'm back with my review of WWE Monday Night Raw for October 21st, 2013. This one starts off with Triple H and Stephanie coming out. And Triple H is talking about Hell in a Cell, Daniel Bryan versus Randy Orton, how Shawn Michaels is the special referee. And he says the fans pick Shawn Michaels because they can trust him. And he has a lot of respect for Shawn Michaels. And then Big Show comes on the Titantron. And he says that Triple H doesn't respect anyone, and he's suing Triple H for millions and slander, and then Stephanie has him cut off. Then we get the first match, Daniel Bryan versus Dean Ambrose. This actually ended up being a pretty good match, but it didn't start off that way. In fact, there was a big botch right in the middle of the ring. The match did start off a little slow, but ended up being a pretty good match with Daniel Bryan getting the win with the Yes Lock. Okay, so CM Punk comes out, cuts a very mediocre promo, talking about Heyman, Ryback, Hell in a Cell, that was it. And Shawn Michaels is backstage. He's acting really goofy and talking to Triple H and Stephanie, and Stephanie says things have changed around here, and he says, I've noticed, but at least I don't have to grow up. And then we get Santino versus Heath Slater. Santino comes out with Khali and Hornswoggle. They're all wearing Elvis wigs. This was your comedy match. This is the go-home show for Hell in a Cell. And maybe if they did a little less of these comedy bullshit matches, they could have added something else. Maybe something with Dolph Ziggler. Is he even on the show? Or something like that. Like Damian Sandow maybe. Build up some more matches for the pay-per-view, but instead it's a bullshit comedy match, and hopefully it's the only one on this show. So Santino wins with the Cobra. Afterwards he dances with Jerry Lawler. I actually didn't mind this since they are in Memphis. But yeah, the match itself and all that I didn't really care for. And now they're talking about which of the following WrestleMania matches would you like to see from WWE 2K14. The options are Macho Man versus Ted DiBiase, Shawn Michaels versus Razor Ramon from WrestleMania 10, Stone Cold versus Rock, and Undertaker versus CM Punk. Undertaker versus CM Punk won with 43%. That match just happened. And while Stone Cold versus Rock is a great match, how in the hell did Shawn Michaels versus Razor Ramon not win this poll? It only has 17%. This is insane to me. It's Randy Orton versus Dolph Ziggler. This was a good match here, and the crowd was really into this one. They were into both guys. Dolph looked strong in this match, I thought, but Randy Orton wins with the RKO, of course. And then they show another John Cena video, which I just fast forward through. AJ and Tamina versus the Bella Twins. Brie Bella gets the win on AJ with a face buster. It was okay. Backstage, Paul Heyman cuts an insane promo. It was very good. Talking about how CM Punk wants to execute him and he's like lava. And then he says he's not controlled by emotion like CM Punk. He's cold and calculating. And then Biggie Langston walks up and challenges Curtis Axel to a match. They show a cool video of Shawn Michaels talking about training Daniel Bryan. And then we get the Wyatt family, Harper and Rowan versus Miz and Kofi Kingston. The commentary here was awesome. Eric Rowan wears the big sheep mask, right? And Jerry Lawler is talking to JBL, and he says, What do you say to him? You call Daniel Bryan a go-face. What do you call this guy? And JBL says, extremely handsome. And Michael Cole actually mentioned Skinner in this match, the old wrestler. But Harper destroys Kofi with a clothesline, gets the win, and afterwards they tie Miz up in the ropes. And Bray Wyatt gets in the ring and he's cutting a promo on him, and Harper and Rowan are holding his eyes open. Clockwork Orange style. So I thought it was pretty funny stuff, but I liked it. It was good. It's supposed to be Biggie Langston versus Curtis Axel. And as soon as Big E gets in the ring, he's attacked by Axel and Ryback. I have no idea why the referee let Ryback stay in the ring. But they brawl around, and I really like this. I thought this was great stuff. So they're beating the crap out of each other. And then Heyman tries to hit Big E with a kendo stick. And Big E just no-sold it. Actually, he no-sold damn near everything here, but it was good stuff. And then Punk runs out with another kendo stick, and he chases off Ryback and Axel. Vicky comes out, makes it a tag team match. The tag team match was okay. Big E hits the big ending on Curtis Axel for the win. So I assume they're going to do Big E versus Axel for the Intercontinental title at Hell in a Cell. And then afterwards, Punk chases Heyman through the crowd and celebrates with the fans. And he didn't punch anyone in the face. R-Truth is now selling WWE shop merchandise. I don't know what's up with this. I mean, he does a good job, but what the hell is this? R-Truth had an amazing heel turn. I really enjoyed his heel turn when he turned on John Morrison and was smoking a cigarette. That was great stuff, and now he's doing this. But then we get the Real Americans versus Tons of Funk. Match was really just everybody getting their stuff in. Zeb Coulter was getting in everything on commentary. He said on SmackDown, Cesaro hit the big swing on Brodus Clay, and Jack Swagger beats Brodus with the ankle lock. And then afterwards, Zeb Coulter reveals his new weapon. It's a bullwhip. I guess it's cool. I don't know. It's probably just going to lead to more not commentary, but more comedy with the Los Matadores. They announced Big E versus Curtis Axel for the Intercontinental title on the pre-show. And they show another John Cena video. I actually watched this one, and I thought it was pretty good. It felt more like a retirement video, though. Then Goldust and Cody Rhodes come out, and they have this weird remix combining their theme songs. And Goldust has one of the greatest wrestling theme songs of all time. It doesn't need to be changed. But they come out to do commentary. It's the Usos versus Rollins and Reigns to see who's going to be the number one contender for the tag titles. I thought the Usos were the number one contenders, but who knows. So they have the match. Actually, Cody Rhodes had a really funny line on commentary here. He said if you built a liar from the ground up, it would look like JBL. And I thought that was hilarious because JBL says that shit at least once a week about Randy Orton. The match was good, but Dean Ambrose gets into it with Goldust and Cody Rhodes, so everyone just starts fighting. The ref rings the bell, throws the match out, and they announce that it's going to be a triple threat match at Hell in a Cell. So it's the big contract signing. What the hell was this? This was not good. You got the big contract signing with Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton. Triple H and Stephanie are out there. Shawn Michaels is there. And Triple H buries Daniel Bryan. Buries the shit out of him. He says he's seen a lot of guys like Daniel Bryan, RVD, Jericho, Edge, and if any of those guys were the face of the WWE, we'd all be working for Ted Turner right now. Implying that if they ever pushed one of those guys as the face of the company, they'd go out of business. And he says he only wrestles A-plus stars like The Rock and Brock Lesnar, The Undertaker, and he would never wrestle someone like Daniel Bryan. And Shawn Michaels wasted his time training Daniel Bryan. And then Shawn Michaels has to defend him. And he says, whoa, hold on a second. I didn't waste my time training this guy. He's good. And I'm just thinking, are you serious? This whole thing just made Daniel Bryan look like complete ass. So Daniel Bryan has a stare down with Randy Orton. And then we see Big Show on the Titantron driving a giant truck. So Big Show pulls into the arena where Del Rio used to drive his cars, and he starts honking the horn. And while Orton's distracted by this, Daniel Bryan lays him out with a flying knee, and then Daniel Bryan and the Big Show do the yes chant on top of this giant truck. That's how the show ended. And I have to say the truck did have kind of a Attitude Era vibe to it, but the contract signing just felt like such a clusterfuck that the truck by that point just felt completely random and out of place. So that was Raw this week. I felt overall the show was pretty average. Did have some solid wrestling on this show. The Shield versus the Usos, Dolph versus Orton, Daniel Bryan versus Dean Ambrose. But that contract signing just left a bad taste in my mouth. And storyline-wise, I felt it was really lacking. I mean, you had that mediocre Punk promo and crap like that. So I thought it was really just an average show. But anyways, that's my review. I'll be back soon with my predictions for the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view this Sunday. Hope you guys liked the video. Leave your thoughts on the show in the comments, and thanks for watching.